Hey everybody, this is Didrik64 and welcome to my review for Room for Ruby, the next episode of Steven Universe. And I have to say, being excited for this episode really paid off, and after doing my episode speculation, I think I kind of hit the nail on the head with some of my thoughts in the back of my head during that, because wow, I honestly kind of expected exactly what was going to happen by the end of this episode. Wasn't even shocked at all, to be perfectly honest, but this episode was actually a lot of fun. Seeing Ruby again fall from the sky was pretty neat, and really just the betrayal at the end, really not a shock, really didn't surprise me, but it was cool, and it is interesting knowing how this is probably going to lead into how this season's going to end and how we're going to roll straight into Season 5, because there's only a few more episodes of Season 4, and not much has happened in terms of story. I mean, Diamonds haven't done ass yet. Homeworld isn't seen as this big threat. Not really yet, anyway, but yeah, I think we're getting there, and I think this Ruby betrayal really is setting up that now, so I'll get into that as we get into that. But this episode is great. I really liked it, and I really was great to see Lapis and Peridot again, as well as the Ruby. So yeah, we all knew we'd see the Ruby again, or one of the Rubies, but yeah, just what happened at the end, not so much a shock, but we'll get into what I think this is going to mean for the future just in a minute. But getting straight into the episode, this episode starts off with Steven and Garnet just wishing upon shooting stars. And that's really about it. Garnet wishes so that another one would come down for Steven, and one does come down for Steven, but maybe Garnet shouldn't have wished what she did, because the star that actually falls down is the Naval Ruby, or Navy, or whatever you want to call her. And she actually comes down saying that she wants to live on Earth, and originally I know a few people who actually was like, oh, okay, she wants to stay on Earth, we have a new crystal gem, that's great. No, I never thought that was the case at all. I'm glad it's actually not, but hey. So yeah, she comes down, Steven and Garnet, especially Garnet, surprisingly trusting of her right off the bat. I can understand Steven in a way, he's a very trusting character and he's been like that in the past. But Garnet not so much. I wouldn't have expected her to instantly just be like, oh okay, this is happening, we'll give her a chance. No, she's a Ruby that tried to kill you. Why would you even want to give her that chance? So it definitely doesn't make sense to me why Garnet would just at least Garnet would just be like that anyway. But this Ruby seems perfectly calm that, you know, she tried to kill them, but, you know, she's perfectly fine with that they got thrown to space because of Steven and that, so yeah. And they just instantly tell her that, oh, you can go live in the barn with Lapis and Peridot. So upon taking her to the barn with Lapis and Peridot, Peridot seems perfectly accepting of this, and I have no idea why. I guess Peridot didn't know exactly what was going on with the Rubies, but she was there when the Rubies originally got captured, so yeah, I have to wonder why. Lapis is probably the most level-headed one in this episode, as much as, you know, they're making her out to not to be. But Lapis just instantly doesn't trust her, because Ruby is way too accepting of Earth and how everything is, which isn't the case. I mean, she loves everything. She loves Steven, she loves the pumpkin, she loves everything. And Lapis is just like, no, this isn't right, this isn't what's supposed to happen. So basically Peridot and Lapis end up teaching the Ruby that Earth is weird and nothing makes sense, and that's a great lesson to teach someone who's new to Earth. Great job. So Lapis actually brings water over to show them rain, which is actually pretty cool, and again, instantly she's just accepting of rain. Again, it is just instantly, it's really weird. And so they end up showing her inside the barn, where she takes a look at all the stuff, all of the meat morph that Peridot has. And it even turns out that she falls asleep incredibly quickly, so again, very accepting and very suspicious. Nothing inconspicuous going on here. Obviously Lapis not too happy about that. Then she actually starts getting upset with Ruby, which is perfectly understandable, and again, just why but Lapis is okay with this is completely astounding to me. They're just perfectly accepting of this Ruby who tried to kill them. I don't know, it just is really weird to me that they would just accept her. Except for Lapis, of course, she's probably the most level-headed in this episode. But obviously Lapis flies away, Ruby's upset, I should say. And then Lapis is obviously worried that, oh, she's really accepting and not like me, you know, I was never like this and I couldn't just accept this. So Ruby comes up and just explains that she wants to see her ship and she wants to just feel where home is, because the ship does feel like home to her. And instantly at this point I was just like, okay, she wants the ship so that she can steal the ship and fly away, no doubt. I knew that from this point, and that's exactly what we got. So they end up showing her the ship, saying that, oh, we have a new pilot, which honestly I thought, okay, if she is going to be a new Crystal Gen, that would be pretty cool, but nope. She makes Steven press a button, and then they get flown off the ship, and Ruby turns out to be evil all the time. But a very pleasant evil, like, it's almost like a psychopath sort of tendency, just very happy and very upbeat. Like a Joker type character, just... but also really evil deep inside. So she ends up flying them off. Lapis doesn't even try to go after them because, hey, you know, she was right. She's trying to put it all up in that moment, and Ruby flies away with the ship. Obviously, they return to Earth. Garnet either has a balloon for welcome to the party or another one for sorry for your loss, and breaks the party one, and, you know, then we see Ruby in the sky, and that is how the episode ends. But yeah, just overall, this episode wasn't too much of a shock. Again, it was kind of weird how everyone was just accepting of her and all that stuff. I did like Ruby, but yeah, she was evil. There was no doubt. I didn't have any doubt anyway, I don't know. But yeah, as for her stealing the ship and just being gone with the ship is really weird, and it's definitely going to affect stuff going in. Obviously what I think is going to happen will definitely make a lot of sense. She's going to go and collect the other rubies, her other friends. They're going to return to Homeworld, they're going to tell Yellow Diamond or someone of a higher power, and they're going to do something. That's going to lead us right into Season 5, where Homeworld and all that sort of shit goes down and all the war's going to get out. And as Rebecca Sugar said, things are going to start to get big in Season 5, so definitely this is just the start of something much bigger. Rubies have the ship again, and nothing can go well from here on out. Just gonna say, you really shouldn't have shown them the ship, and you really shouldn't have just been accepting, to be perfectly honest. So yeah, I don't know, this could have gone a very different way, but because Steven's such a good guy, she has the ship now, and that's gonna lead straight into some bigger stuff. But anyway, that's about all I have to say on this episode. I definitely enjoyed it, and next episode I think is the last one before yet another hiatus, even though we're only a few episodes toward the end of the season, so why not just keep going through weekly episodes, which I assume, I don't know, they haven't announced any more after Line 4, so we'll see. But yeah, that's it for this episode. If you guys enjoyed this episode, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video.